Hello, I'm here again, and I'm not in a good place this morning. You can see my face. I'm trying to be really real when I vlog because there's so much bullshit out there. People going on about their perfect lives that are full of avocado on toast and wheatgrass juice and flying off to the Maldives sponsored by Chanel and jogging 20 miles a day with their perfectly bronzed bodies and their luxury mansions and cars and blah 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 blah, and how happy they are, how perfect they are with their perfect skin and their perfect faces and all that stuff. And life isn't like that for most of us. Maybe it is for some, but not for most of us. This is life for a lot of us. This. It's not so much the way I look. I'm looking. I've got rosacea, which is why my face gets very, very red. And since I started being in Peri Menopause, having hot flushes really aggravates my rosacea. So it's quite, well, yeah, obvious at the moment. My eyes are really bad again. Having Blepharitis has pretty much ruined my eyes. I never used to have lines and wrinkles. They used to be very, very smooth. It's not just aging, it's the Blepharitis. And you can see the area around my eyes is constantly red and sore and itchy. I get like eczema, and the actual inside of my eyes, again you can see they're very red. They're constantly itchy and sore and full of gunk, and my eczema is flaring up again, and I am just fed up of being in pain all the time. I'm trying to remain positive. I know there are people who have it far worse than I do. Far, far worse. People are going through hell on earth at the moment. But to some degree it's all relative, isn't it? And just because other people are suffering doesn't mean you're not suffering yourself. However, I try and remain grateful. I try and practice gratitude because I know there are people worse off than me, and things could be a lot worse for me. So I do really try hard not to let it get on top of me. But sometimes when you're in pain all the time, and it's not just the eyes and the skin, it's like I've mentioned numerous times, my lady parts, and I've got like itchy, scabby scalp dandruff. And sometimes I just get overwhelmed with it. It's ironic because I've spent most of my life, since I was a child, I was a pretty sad child, and then I started to get depressed when I was about 13, 14, although I'd always been kind of sad. And then I've suffered from severe mental health problems all my life. But physically I've been mostly okay. I've had illnesses. I've got something called joint hypermobility syndrome, so I have a collagen disorder which affects my joints. I'm double jointed. And when you're young that's really cool, but when you get old it can cause problems. And I've had a bad back for a long time. I've got 2 herniated discs in sciatica, and I had pelvic inflammatory disease when I was young, caused by chlamydia, which rendered me infertile, and that's left a lot of scarring around my pelvis, which causes me pain on a daily basis. But you know, I've had illnesses and things like most people do, but generally my thing has always been mental and emotional. physically I've been mostly okay, even though I've abused my body over the years with drinking and smoking and taking drugs and eating rubbish and not sleeping and partying far too hard. But now that I am feeling, for the first time in a long time, emotionally and mentally stronger, it seems like my body is betraying me. And it's hard not to feel like, why me? Why me? Why God? Why? I'm trying to stay positive so that the physical stuff gets better, because the more stressed you are, the worse you feel physically. That's proven. But some days it's just really hard. It's just really hard. I'm fed up of having to clean my eyes 20 times a day and put drops in them 20 times a day and apply eczema cream 20 times a day and apply thick white factor 50 SPF sun lotion all over my body because my skin is so white and sensitive to the sun and burns if I even look at the sun, and the sun makes me get rashes, and I see other people out and about tanned and don't seem to be slathered in greasy lotion, and I feel envious and jealous. So some days I feel sorry for myself, and I think other people probably do too, and it's okay to sometimes, I think, if you don't do it all the time. I try and be jolly in my vlogs. Laughter gets me through most things, but some days I lose my sense of humour a little bit. So I just wanted to say that, really. I'm struggling a bit today. I'm missing my dog, Molly. Grief is weird. The way it comes in waves and hits you 1 minute and then it goes and then it hits you. I suppose it's the brain's way of dealing with it. Otherwise we would be overwhelmed, wouldn't we, and unable to function. I don't know what I'm talking about, really. I just wanted to show you that I'm not using any filters. I'm not trying to show a perfect life by any stretch of the imagination. If you've ever watched any of my vlogs, you'll see that my life is far from perfect. But don't get caught up in people who make you feel inadequate, or that your life is less worthwhile than theirs just because they have 20 billion followers and a private helicopter that takes them to their celebrity-packed parties, because you don't necessarily know that those people are happy. A lot of them aren't happy. It's a facade. A lot of the stuff out on YouTube is a facade, or on Instagram, I think. Okay, this is normal. Not for everyone, but for me. Sometimes I try and cover it up, but you know, I'm only human. I don't want to be stared at because my face looks like a beetroot or a tomato. But again, in the great scheme of things, it's not a huge deal. It's more the pain. It's more the being in pain. It's hard to concentrate on things, isn't it? Pain gets you down in the end. Physical pain gets you down in the end. But yes, I am lucky compared to lots of people. I know there are people who have far worse problems. So just a little rant. If anyone else is feeling sorry for themselves, I think that's okay sometimes. Yeah, red eyes, big red nose, big red face, eczema. I'm gonna go and do some tidying now to try and be a bit more organised. My instinct again is just to get under the covers and hide and pretend life isn't happening to me. Life isn't happening to me. I make life happen for me. Yes, that's another thing I'm trying to change. Life doesn't happen to you. There are some things you can't control, but a lot of things you can. But you have to work hard. It takes work. It takes dedication and motivation and discipline. Repetitive strain injury. You know, repetitive. When you do things over and over again. Right. Okay. Hope everyone's doing okay. Everyone, my 2 subscribers. Alright. Good luck. Stay strong. Keep fighting the good fight. Some days are good, some days are bad. Some minutes are good, some minutes are bad. Some hours are good, some hours are bad. That's a very borderline personality disorder, emotionally unstable personality. I can't even speak. Personality disorder thing. To just be 1 minute fine and the next minute not. Just don't believe everything you see. People can filter their faces so that they don't even look like themselves anymore, and their bodies. So don't feel inadequate. Okay, take care, and I'll see you on the other side. Love you, bye, love you, bye, love you, bye, 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 bye.